Trump's stated reason for sending red state troops into blue states is to protect immigration agents who are facing increasing resistance to Trump's mass deportation campaign. The federal government wants to greatly increase the size of its deportation force and is running television ads frequently on this station and others, trying to recruit local law enforcement to do deportation duty for the feds. Our Marshall Zellinger takes a closer look.
Attention Denver law enforcement.
The federal government is actively recruiting officers who already have jobs. This commercial is for immigration and customs enforcement officers.
In sanctuary cities, you're ordered to stand down.
Let's talk about this real quick. Denver city policy and state law limits law enforcement cooperation with ICE, with limited exceptions like if a judge has signed a court order. Simply put, Denver police are not allowed to do ICE's job for ICE. As stated at the end of this ad, ICE is offering a bonus of up to $50,000. So how does that, plus the salary, compare to current law enforcement pay in Colorado? First, the bonus appears to be paid out over 3 years, not $50,000 up front. The salary listed for an ICE officer is between about $50,000 and $90,000 per year. When asked about the recruiting push by ICE, Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas told Axios Denver last month, quote, "I think that's a terrible job for terrible pay." A DPD recruit is guaranteed $71,000. 2 years later, they would make $82,000. In Aurora, a recruit makes about $68,000, and 2 years after that, they would make $83,000. Both Aurora and Denver pay more than $110,000 4 years after graduating the academy. So is the ICE bonus enticing officers to ditch local departments? We checked with Denver, Aurora, Boulder, Arapahoe County, and Douglas County. Only Boulder police tell us that one officer, during an exit interview, said they were leaving the police department for ICE.
What about the quality of a recruit? Is ICE going to hire officers who can't seem to be hired locally in Colorado because of past problems? Here's what I can tell you based on publicly available information on ICE's recruiting site. If you have discrepancies in your background investigation, you have an opportunity to address the discrepancy. It doesn't say you're automatically out. If you knowingly provide false information, it could result in you being found unsuitable or unfit for the position. Could, not will. And officers are required to take a lie detector test. In one place, Kyle, it says if you failed an ICE-administered exam in the last two years, you can't be hired. Then there's another part that says if you fail, you can talk about it with the examiner.
And we know that folks who sign up for deportation duty are going to be in pressure cooker situations, right? They could potentially be in dangerous situations. They could also be facing public protest, which for the moment, it remains legal to protest in America. So you could have people shouting at you and saying different things. And all of this is often captured on camera. And we have seen a number of times recently where agents have made some pretty baffling choices in the way that they put their hands on people or used physical force. This is what people are signing up to do.
We see it from cameras, by the way, from the public. We don't see it from ICE officer body-worn cameras. We see it from the external view, because I don't think it's a requirement for ICE officers to have the same responsibility as a local law enforcement officer that has to wear the body camera.
Marshall Zellinger, thank you very much.